When was the last time you genuinely felt amazing in white jeans? Can you remember that feeling? Or has it been so long that you've almost given up on them entirely, convinced they're just not for you? What if the problem was never your body, your age, or the jeans themselves, but 5 tiny styling mistakes that are literally stealing your confidence every single time you wear them? I'm about to share something that changed everything for me. Last month, I wore the same pair of white jeans I'd owned for 2 years, the ones I almost donated, and 3 different people complimented my outfit. The jeans didn't change. I stopped making these 5 mistakes, and suddenly, everything clicked. And here's what shocked me the most. Mistake number 3 is something that 90% of women do because we've been told it makes us look slimmer, but it's actually the one thing that screams 2015 louder than anything else. I'll reveal exactly what that is in just a minute, but first, you need to understand why these mistakes are so dangerous. White jeans have this sneaky ability to either make you look polished and expensive, or instantly dated and frumpy. There's almost no middle ground. And the worst part? You can't see these mistakes on yourself. You need someone to point them out, which is exactly what I'm doing for you today. If you're ready to finally make white jeans work for you instead of against you, hit that subscribe button right now because I'm breaking down all 5 mistakes. Plus, I'm sharing the one styling trick at the very end that ties everything together. Without it, fixing these mistakes won't even matter. Let's get into mistake number 1. The top half disaster. Let's talk about what you're pairing with your white jeans, because this is where I see the most tragic mistakes happening right from the start. White jeans are a neutral, which means they should be easy to style, right?
Wrong.
They're actually the most demanding neutral in your closet because they're so bright and crisp that whatever you put on top needs to either match that energy or intentionally contrast it. The biggest mistake? Wearing another bright white top. The full white-on-white look is incredibly hard to pull off, and when it goes wrong, you look like you're either going to a yacht club in the Hamptons or you're about to sell me dental insurance. It's too much. It's trying too hard. And unless your accessories and shoes are absolutely perfect, it just looks costumey. The second mistake is wearing overly busy, dated patterns on top. Floral tops from 2014 with weird cutouts, Aztec prints, those tops with the cold shoulder situation. Please, I'm begging you, retire them. They're dating your outfit before you even leave the house. White jeans are a clean canvas, and when you put a chaotic, dated pattern on top, that's all anyone sees. Here's what actually works. Solid colors in current silhouettes, subtle prints that feel modern, or really beautiful textures. A crisp button-down in a great color, a simple ribbed tank, an oversized blazer, a chunky knit sweater. These are your friends. The top should feel current and effortless, not like you tried to match every single trend from 2015 in one outfit. And we need to talk about proportion because this is crucial. If you're wearing fitted white jeans, you need some volume or interest on top, an oversized shirt, a flowy blouse, a chunky sweater. If everything is tight, you look like you're heading to the gym, not creating a stylish outfit. Conversely, if you're wearing relaxed or boyfriend-style white jeans, you can do a more fitted top, but it needs to be intentional and current. The tucking situation is its own thing. A full tuck can look amazing or incredibly frumpy, depending on the rise of your jeans and the length of your top. If you're tucking, make sure it's not creating bulk around your waist. The French tuck, where you just tuck in the front, is your friend here, but even that can look dated if you're doing it with the wrong style top. I spent years throwing on whatever top was clean and wondering why my white jeans outfits fell off. The jeans weren't the problem. I was pairing them with tops that were either dated, the wrong proportion, or just not interesting enough to hold their own against such a statement neutral. White jeans deserve thoughtful styling on top. They're not the piece you just throw anything with. The rise and hip catastrophe. This next one is so subtle that you probably don't even realize it's happening, but it's aging you instantly. The rise of your white jeans is either working with your body or completely against it, and most women are wearing the wrong rise because we're still stuck in what worked 5 years ago. Here's the truth. Low rise is having a moment with Gen Z, but if you're over 30, ultra-low rise white jeans are not your friend. They're just not. I don't care what TikTok says. They cut you at the widest part of your hips. They create that muffin top situation even on the slimmest bodies, and they make your entire torso look shorter and wider. It's unflattering physics. But here's where it gets tricky. Super high-rise isn't always the answer either, and this is where I see so many women overcorrecting. They swing from low-rise to these ultra-high-rise jeans that sit basically at the ribcage, thinking higher is always more flattering. Then they wonder why they look kind of momish. Not in a cool way. In a I'm trying really hard to hide my stomach way. The sweet spot for most of us is a mid to high rise that sits right at your natural waist. Not above it, not below it, at it. When you find the right rise, the jeans should feel comfortable when you sit down, they shouldn't dig in when you eat, and they definitely shouldn't create that weird gap at the back when you bend over. Here's how to tell if your rise is wrong. If you're constantly pulling your jeans up or adjusting them throughout the day, they're too low. If you feel like you can't breathe deeply, or you're counting down the minutes until you can change, they're too high. The right rise disappears. You forget you're wearing them. And can we talk about the hip situation for a second? White jeans show every single wrinkle and pull in the fabric, which means if your jeans are too tight in the hips, you'll see these horizontal stress lines pulling across your hip area. It's like the jeans are screaming, "I don't fit." Even if you manage to button them, size up if you need to. Nobody can see the number on the tag, but everyone can see those stress lines. I wasted so many years squeezing into white jeans that technically fit but didn't really fit, convincing myself I'd feel better about them once I lost 5 pounds. You know what happened? I never wore them. They sat in my closet making me feel guilty. The moment I sized up and found the right rise, I actually started wearing and enjoying white jeans. Revolutionary concept, right? The dreaded shoe pairing. This is where everything falls apart for most women, and you don't even realize it's happening. You've got the perfect white jeans, the right top, the ideal rise, and then you put on the completely wrong shoes and date yourself by a solid decade. The biggest culprit? Chunky, overly embellished sandals, or those thick-strapped sporty sandals we all loved in 2012. You know the ones. They were everywhere, probably still in your closet, and they're killing your outfit. Same goes for those super pointy toe flats with the little bow or ornate details. Very 2010. Very dated. White jeans need either minimalist shoes or intentionally statement shoes. There's no in between. A simple leather slide, a clean white sneaker, a sleek ankle boot, or a really beautiful strappy heel. What doesn't work is anything that's trying to do too much or anything that screams a specific era. And here's the thing about proportions that nobody tells you. The hem of your white jeans and your shoe choice have to work together, or the whole outfit collapses. If you're wearing cropped white jeans with a raw hem, you cannot pair them with chunky platform sandals unless you want to look like you're drowning in your outfit. The proportions are off. Cropped jeans need sleek shoes. Think minimalist mules, streamlined sneakers, or delicate heels. Full-length white jeans are more forgiving, but here's where I see the mistake constantly. Women wearing full-length white jeans with completely flat shoes, and the jeans are pooling around their ankles, dragging on the ground. It looks sloppy and it ruins the jeans. If you're wearing flats, your jeans need to hit right at your ankle bone. If there's excess fabric, get them hemmed or cuff them intentionally. The shoe mistake I made for years was thinking I needed to wear heels to make white jeans look dressy enough. So I default to these super formal, dated pumps that made my casual white jeans look confused. The outfit had an identity crisis. Was it casual? Dressy? It didn't know, and neither did anyone looking at me. Now I embrace the vibe I'm actually going for. Casual white jeans moment, clean minimal sneakers, or simple leather sandals. Elevated look, sleek ankle boots, or interesting mules. Evening outfit, strappy heels that feel current, not the same style I wore to my college formal. The shoes need to match the energy of the outfit, not fight against it. The bag that's ruining everything. Now, this is the mistake that nobody talks about, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Your bag is completely wrong for your white jeans, and it's throwing off your entire outfit in ways you haven't even considered. Here's what's happening. You're carrying a bag that's either too casual for the elevated vibe white jeans naturally create, or it's so overly structured and formal that it makes your whole look feel like you're trying way too hard. White jeans exist in this interesting space where they're casual denim, but they're also polished and crisp. Your bag needs to honor both of those things. The biggest mistake I see is women pairing white jeans with those giant, slouchy hobo bags from the early 2010s. You know the ones oversized, super soft leather, kind of shapeless, usually in a boring brown or black. They swallow your whole outfit and make everything look dated and frumpy, no matter how current your jeans and top are. The bag is literally dragging your entire look backwards in time. On the flip side, carrying a super stiff, structured work tote with white jeans for a weekend coffee run looks equally off. It's like you forgot to change out of your work uniform. White jeans for casual moments need a bag that feels relaxed but still polished. Think a structured crossbody, a sleek tote that's not overly corporate, or a fun shoulder bag that has personality without looking like it's screaming for attention. And we need to talk about color, because this is crucial. Brown bags with white jeans can work, but it has to be the right brown in the right style. That old cognac leather hobo bag?
No.
A beautiful tan structured bag or a rich chocolate brown in a current silhouette?
Yes.
Black bags are safe, but can feel harsh against bright white denim. If you're going black, make sure the bag has interesting details or texture, so it doesn't just look like a black hole against your outfit. Here's what I've learned works best. Bags in neutral tones that aren't trying to match everything perfectly, or bags in intentional pops of color that add interest without overwhelming. A woven bag for summer, a sleek leather crossbody and taupe, a structured bag in a beautiful cream or camel. These complement white jeans instead of competing with them. The size of your bag matters, too. With white jeans, you're creating clean lines and a polished look, so an oversized bag that's bursting at the seams undermines all of that. Your bag should feel proportional to your body and intentional in your outfit, not like you grabbed whatever was closest to the door. I know we all have busy lives and need to carry things, but there's a difference between a functional bag and a bag that looks like you're moving apartments. I used to think bags didn't matter that much, that as long as they were clean and not falling apart, they were fine. Then I started paying attention to outfits I loved on other women, and I realized the bag was doing so much heavy lifting in making the outfit feel pulled together. When I swapped out my dated bags for more current styles, my white jeans outfits instantly looked more expensive and intentional. Same jeans, same tops, different bag, completely different vibe. The fabric and fit failure. Here's the mistake that's probably sitting in your closet right now. White jeans in the completely wrong fabric. Not all white denim is created equal, and the fabric you choose is the difference between looking polished and looking cheap, regardless of how much you actually spent. Thin, see-through white denim is your enemy. If you can see your hand through the fabric when you hold it up to the light in the store, do not buy those jeans. I don't care if they're on sale. They will show everything. They'll look cheap no matter what you paid, and you'll be too self-conscious to actually wear them. White jeans need to be thick enough to be opaque.
Non negotiable.
But here's the other side of that coin. Overly stiff, thick denim that doesn't move with your body. You know that awkward situation where your jeans are standing up on their own? Where they're so rigid that they don't drape or flow, they just kind of sit there. That's not good either. It makes you look stiff and uncomfortable, and in white, it's even more obvious. The perfect white denim has structure, but also has some give. A little bit of stretch is actually your friend. Not so much that they bag out and lose their shape by lunchtime, but enough that you can move, sit, and live your life without feeling restricted. The fabric should feel substantial in your hands, have a nice weight to it, but still feel comfortable against your skin. Here's the fit mistake that's aging everyone. Buying white jeans that are too tight because we think tighter equals more flattering. It doesn't. In white jeans, too tight actually makes you look larger because the fabric pulls and strains, creating those unflattering lines and shadows. The jeans should skim your body, not suction to it. And let's address the different styles, because this matters. Skinny white jeans had their moment, and while they're not completely dead, they're definitely reading dated if you're styling them the same way you did in 2016. If you're still wearing skinny white jeans, you need to update how you're wearing them: longer tops, interesting shoes, modern proportions. Straight leg and wide leg white jeans are having their moment right now, and they're incredibly flattering when you get the fit right. But here's the trap: buying them too big thinking it's the oversized trend. Oversized should still fit properly in the waist and hips. If your jeans are gaping at the waist or sliding down when you walk, they're not oversized, they're just too big. The other fit issue I see constantly is the length situation with different styles. A straight leg white jean should hit right at your ankle, maybe showing a tiny bit of skin. Too long and they drag and get dirty. Too short, and they look like you're waiting for a flood. Wide leg white jeans can go longer, but they should still just kiss the ground when you're wearing shoes, not pool around your feet. Here's something nobody tells you about white jeans. They show stains and dirt way more than any other color denim, which means the fabric quality actually matters even more. Cheap white denim not only looks cheap, it also gets dingy faster, holds stains worse, and loses its brightness after a few washes. Invest in good quality white jeans with substantial fabric. You'll wear them more because you'll feel better in them, and they'll actually last. I learned this the hard way after buying multiple pairs of budget white jeans that looked okay in the store, but completely fell apart after 3 washes. The fabric thinned out, they lost their shape, they started looking gray instead of white. I was spending more money replacing cheap jeans than I would have spent just buying one good pair to begin with. Quality matters with white jeans more than almost any other piece in your wardrobe. So here's what I need you to understand. White jeans are not the enemy. You've just been making these 5 mistakes, and they've been sabotaging your confidence every single time you try to wear them. But here's the beautiful thing. Every single one of these mistakes is fixable. You don't need a new body, a bigger budget, or a completely different style. You just need to stop doing these 5 things, and suddenly, white jeans become the easiest, most versatile piece in your closet. Here's my challenge to you. Fix just one of these mistakes this week. Start with your top choices, because it's something you can change immediately with pieces you probably already own. Notice how different your white jeans feel when you pair them with something current and proportionally right. If this video helped you finally understand why your white jeans haven't been working, hit that like button so I know to make more content like this. And subscribe because next week, I'm breaking down the biggest denim mistakes women over 30 are making with dark jeans. You're probably making at least 3 of them. Drop a comment and tell me, which of these 5 mistakes have you been making? Are you team dated bag or team wrong shoes? And if you have a friend who needs to hear this, send her this video. She'll thank you later. I'll see you in the next one, where we're styling denim for your actual life, not the life Instagram tells you to have. Until then, go fix those white jeans mistakes and actually wear the jeans you've been avoiding. You've got this.